I saw somebody talking about how, as a gay person, when you see somebody that you don't know is queer or gay or likes guys or girls or whatever, like, how do you ask them out or how do you flirt with them without basically kind of being in like a dangerous position or like just kind of being in an awkward position or whatever. And I wanted to share some things that I have learned. Like from therapy and from conversations with other queer people and stuff, and like maybe you agree with this, maybe you don't, but I just wanted to share them just in case. I'll just cut to the chase. The thing that I've learned to say in a in-person situation is a two-part combination. So the first part is you have to express like romantic, flirty, like interest, right? So you have to say something that a friend wouldn't say. So you, like, my line is, "You're cute." I just like to say, "You're really cute." Then the second part is you have to like ask them to do something, like go to coffee, get a drink or whatever. So my line, honestly, when I see somebody that I don't know if they're queer or gay or likes guys or whatever, is I say, "You're really cute. We should get a drink sometime." And if they're straight, they will say, "Oh, sorry, I'm straight." And which is the correct answer. Sorry. And if they're queer, they'll say, "Thank you, I have a boyfriend," or whatever. Or they'll say, "Yes, let's get a drink. That would be great. You're cute too." But I find it to be a really good, kind of harmless way to ask somebody out. And I will also say that when you are not wanting to do it in person, you just want to like connect in general. Like, in college I used to add people on Facebook, and like that would be like my big like way to like get in touch with them. Like, "Oh, like, do you have Facebook?" Like, can we like connect on Facebook, or like whatever the language would be back in like 2012 or 2013. And now I just try to get their Instagram or something. Like, I just be like, "Are you on Instagram?" And it works for me because I'm like such a social media person. Like, I'm such a like a TikTok, Instagram person, and I'm always trying to connect. And in a lot of my worlds, like, it's like a lot to do with music or art or like comedy or whatever. And so people are typically looking to like connect and like grow their networks and stuff like that. But I find if you can at least just kind of engage with somebody on social media, you can feel them out and see like if they are somebody you would want to date, or if there's somebody that you would want to ask out, or if there's somebody that, you can always just be like, "Hey, like, by the way, you're really cute. We should get a drink sometime." Like, that line I've learned in therapy, basically, it accomplishes so much in like such a such a small number of words. And I just really encourage you to do that. Of course, like, you don't want to like harass somebody and keep going on and be like, "Hey, when are we getting that drink?" Like, usually if somebody like doesn't want to get a drink with you, they will be like ignoring you, or they will just kind of like not engage with a "yes, let's get a drink sometime," or they'll keep like ping-ponging it around or like moving it later and later. Like, you should be able to identify when somebody's not interested. I struggled a lot with like that topic of like worrying that somebody might be straight, and like, if it comes from like a lot of like trauma. Like, you don't know if someone's gonna like literally be threatened and like maybe like try to hurt you or try to like embarrass you or humiliate you or something like that. You just don't know. And so it comes from a very real place of like fear to not want to flirt with people. But we have to get out there, and we have to be able to flirt and have fun and like be able to ask somebody out. And the last thing I'll say here is that I think a lot of times, the times that I've felt the most conflicted on if somebody is straight or if somebody is queer or gay or likes guys, those are my queer, gay, or likes guys, is when I'm in straight spaces. So like when I go to like a straight place, and basically that just means like a regular place and not like a place that's known to be like a queer space. I find it to be a lot harder to know if somebody's gay, and also if they're comfortable being asked out in front of their friends or, things like that. So I would say, honestly, like, just going to more gay bars that you feel like good about, going to more, finding more hobbies that have to do with more queer people, and even just more creative people or more people who have something more in common with you. And then I think, outside of the apps, because I am so over the apps, I do think that by just being out and about and being in the world is a better way to meet somebody, friends or not friends. Like, I think it's just better to be out and about and to be open and to be like ready for like somebody to love, you know what I mean? I think that it takes a lot of therapy and it takes a lot of like work to get to a place where you're at least open to like meeting people. I would say I'm not totally there to like enter into like a full relationship with somebody. I don't know, maybe I am. Maybe I am with the right person. But like I actually am really open to like meeting people and like sharing time with people, going on dates with people, having people over, like whatever. And I am excited about that because for a long time I really was closed off and had walls from a previous relationship. And I really do feel like open to dating and stuff. So anyway, if you know anybody who would like to date a guy like me, please pass their information or tag them below in the comments. Anyway, I hope that helps for anybody who's out there and just wants like some language, because I don't think that as queer people, like I don't always think everybody has like friends growing up that like talk about that kind of stuff. And a lot of times, like for me as a guy, like girls wouldn't like talk to me about that, or they would but it wouldn't be applicable, or they wouldn't like necessarily include me thinking that we were actually brainstorming like how to get guys. And so queer community, you know, just finding more people who enjoy talking about this stuff with you, you know.